What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I'm back for another commentary, and this is another episode of my New Orleans Pelicans Association for NBA 2K14 for the PC. And in this episode, we'll be facing off against the Spurs, but I have a few things to talk about. As you guys see, Eric Gordon is injured right before the All-Star break, so I have to wait to see if he'll heal before the trade deadline, so that could pose a problem for my trades, that I want to try to make in order to acquire another big man. And I did a trade find for Andre Drummond, and this is the only thing that came up. They want Anthony Davis, and of course that's definitely not something that I am willing to do. But you guys get to take a look at our January. This Pelicans team is 28-18. That is very good for us. I'm really happy that we're overachieving right now. I mean, we have the talent and it's really clicking, and the main reason that we've even got to a record of 28-18 is that our players have really progressed. I believe after a week of practice, but without practice, I think Drew Holiday is a 92 or a 3 or something like that. But after practice, he's like a 97. So that's completely crazy to me. He's progressed so much, and he's our star player right now. And we also have Tyreke Evans, who's like an 85 now. Anthony Davis, who's an 85. But that guy, Eric Gordon, he is a 91. So, I mean, I could really get some really good trades from him. But the thing that I'm concerned about is that he's an all-star. And I don't know if I want to trade my all-star shooting guard. And he also leads us in scoring with 20 PPG. So, I'm not sure if I want to trade him anymore. But, we'll see if he even heals before the break is over or before the deadline. And if he does, I mean, I'll see what I can get for him, but I'm not completely sold on trading him anymore. And plus, I've learned how to play with him. So let me know if you guys think I should still trade my all-star shooting guard who leads us in scoring. I mean, we do have Anthony Morrow, who isn't that bad of a backup. And also, another reason why I'm leaning towards not trading him is that guy right there, Greg Steamsma. And I say that because we were going to trade for another center, but Greg Steamsma, along with his whole team, has just really progressed. So I'm not sure, I don't want to trade him for a pick that much. I mean, so just let me know what you guys think, because if it's up to me, I'm probably not going to trade him. I looked for all the trades possible. Somebody said LaMarcus Aldridge. He made a really good point with LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, the most popular vote from you guys is Andre Drummond and Greg Monroe, but Greg Monroe is hurt as well, so I can't trade for him. Who else did people say? I think that was it. Those were most of the votes right there, but I don't know if I want to, because like I said, Greg Steamsma is getting a lot better, and I think he has good potential. But I see just a terrible play right here by Al-Farouq Aminu trying to get the steal and leaves Danny Green wide open from behind the arc. But anyway, I think getting another center may, do us well, because our bench is not very deep. We have a few good players on our bench. I was thinking about bringing Tyreke off the bench or bringing Eric off the bench as he's recovering and see how that works, and if it sticks, then keep him in that role. But you guys see right here, he can't get the ball, but no defense on Brian Robertson. He says, hey, I'll go ahead and take it, and that creates an 8-point lead for the Pelicans over the Spurs. And the Spurs are not playing that well this season. I believe they're only 4 games over 500. But Manu Ginobili tests the defense of Anthony Davis, and he gets rejected. And I could have just went ahead and slammed it right there, but instead I handed it off to Al-Farouq Aminu. Nonetheless, he finishes, and that makes it a 10-point lead for the Pelicans over the Spurs. But the last thing I'm going to say about the trades is the main reason I will ask you guys is because I want you guys to see the players that you like. I've always been the type of commentator to let my subscribers help me build the teams that I make and associations and franchises and everything. So that way it could be enjoyable for not just me to play, but for you guys to watch. And, you guys get to see the players that you like. But it's halftime, and I'll come back in the third as we lead by 10, 49-39 over the San Antonio Spurs.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Now let's go straight to the Monday night halftime report. The Pelicans coming out of the gates in charge. Offensively, they're making it look ridiculously easy. Everything's falling. Drew Holiday having no trouble against San Antonio's defense. At the break, 7 points. He's been dynamic on both ends of the court, finding teammates, playing tough D on the other end. And for the Spurs, they're still gutting it out. They've been getting roundly outplayed up to this point, and they'll need a bounce-back effort to make up for it in the second half. Not a great game for Manu Ginobili so far. Everything's been rimming out for him. He's got to be frustrated.
Alright guys, here we are early in the third quarter, and the Pelicans have increased their 10-point lead to a 13-point lead. And you guys are about to see that get increased. As you guys see, Anthony Davis comes up with the steal and finds Tyreke Evans in transition for the two-handed slam right there. But this team, I mean, especially in this game, but overall in this season, they're overachieving. I mean, like I said earlier in the video, they've really progressed. They have 10 games over 500. They also have some role players that have come up really big. Ryan Anderson, for example, he's been a straight up assassin from behind the arc. As you guys see, he's wide open. Speaking of the devil, he gets a three-pointer to fall right there, wide open. Like I said, he's a straight-up assassin from behind the arc. I mean, Jrue Holiday has really progressed into a leadership role with this team, and it's only his first year. Tyreke Evans, as he gets a buzzer beater to go, I mean, he's played very well this season. In the last episode, I know I simmed a lot, but you guys saw him at the point guard position, and, you know, that showed his versatility. You know, he came and played very well at the point guard position. I believe he got 10 assists that game and 19 points. But that was his only game at the point, actually, for a full game. Not to mention our leading scorer, Eric Gordon, who's been hurt. And that's not the only player that's been hurt. We've dealt with injuries all season. Eric Gordon has been out. Anthony Davis has been out. Jrue Holiday has been out. The only player in our starting five that has played consistently and hasn't been hurt is Tyreke Evans. Everybody else, Thiemsma, he gets hurt right after this game. And yeah, everybody in our starting five except for Tyreke has been hurt this season, and we've really weathered that storm. Anthony Davis, like I said, he was hurt for a while too. I think 2 to 4 weeks he was out. But even with all those injuries, our bench stepped up. Like I said, they're young players progressing. They've stepped up and carried the load left by the injured starters. But let's get into commentating this game. I've talked enough. As you guys see, they're playing full court press, and that leaves an open man almost every time on a fast break, and that increases our lead to 12. But you'll be surprised when I say this game is not over yet, as Kawhi Leonard, who's been going off all game, gets a 3 to go down right there. And this time I'm just lacking on defense. He gets right around me, cutting his way to the basket, and cuts our lead down to 7. Formerly in this game, we led by about 15, and Kawhi Leonard is leading the Spurs this quarter himself, and he's looking to get his team on a run and come back, as it is only a 5-point game. Make that 7 again as Tyreke Evans gets the turnaround jump shot, and that will be the last basket of the game. Neither team could score, but we hang on to this lead. We somehow figure out how to defend Kawhi Leonard in the last 2 minutes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to take a look at the stats. Anthony Davis led us in points this game. Is not rebounding how I really want him to. But Greg Steensma had 12 and 8 or 15. No, I can't even see. I'm scrolling too fast. I'm sorry. I think it was 15 and 8. So he played well. And that's why I'm saying he's progressed. I think he's like a 70 now. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I mean, I have a good team. The team is progressing. So I don't know if I want to change anything. I have 2 All-Stars, another All-Star snub in Jrue Holiday, and another argument for an All-Star snub in Anthony Davis. I mean, I don't know. But in order to get on with the season, guys, I decided not to show you guys the actual All-Star weekend, but I will show you how our players did. And as you guys see, Greg Steensma gets hurt, and just as I was talking about him progressing, he gets hurt. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like. I know this commentary was sort of just like all over the place. Forgive me. I hope you guys still enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one later.